Actor Johnny Depp concluded a grueling 4 days on the witness stand on Monday, telling jurors in a calm voice that he filed his libel lawsuit against his ex-wife because it was his best chance to reclaim his reputation, just hours after they heard audio clips of him berating his wife with coarse vulgarities. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at Johnny Depp issuing a terrifying message to Amber Heard. Yeah, you heard it right. It was the only time I was able to fight back and use my own voice. Depp said of his decision to sue Amber for a 2018 op-ed piece in the Washington Post, it was she refers to herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse. He continued to deny that he ever hit Heard and accused her of hitting him and throwing items including paint cans and vodka bottles at him. And jurors heard an audio clip of her conversation between Depp and Heard in which she seemed to taunt him and suggest that he won't be believed or respected if he were to publicly cast her as an abuser. Tell them I, Johnny Depp, am a victim of domestic abuse, and see how many people believe or side with you, Heard says on the recording. Early on Monday though, they heard recordings in which Depp referred to the violence that could ensue if their arguments were allowed to escalate. The next move, if I don't walk away, is gonna be a bloodbath, like it was on the island, Depp says on the recording. In other clips, Depp loudly shouts vulgarities at his wife, calling her a degrading name and yelling, "You stupid F" at her. Depp winced on the stand as one of the clips played. Heard appeared to fight back tears at several points as she listened to the recordings. Heard's op-ed never mentions Depp by name, but he argues that he was defamed nonetheless because parts of the piece clearly refer to allegations of abuse she made in 2016 when she filed for divorce and obtained a temporary restraining order. The clips were part of a lengthy cross-examination of Depp that began last week and concluded late Monday morning. Heard's lawyers focused throughout the cross-examination on Depp's drinking, drug use, and charged interactions with Heard during their relationship. During Monday's cross-examination, Depp actually said very little. Most of the questioning consisted of Heard's lawyer playing audio clips or reading vulgar text messages sent by Depp and asking Depp if he'd read them correctly. Throughout the cross-examination, Depp showed his displeasure with Rottenborn's questions. When Rottenborn interrupted one response, Depp said, "I was talking." When Rottenborn said he considered the question to be fully answered, Depp responded, "As long as you're happy." Depp also expressed disapproval as Rottenborn read headlines from a series of negative articles written about the actor, some dating back to 2014. "These are all hit pieces. These are dreck," Depp said. Rottenborn introduced the articles to try to demonstrate that it was Depp's long history of bad behavior, not the 2018 Post article, that damaged his reputation. While the libel lawsuit is only supposed to center on whether Depp was defamed in the article, most of the trial is focused on ugly details of the couple's brief marriage. Heard's attorneys say that Depp physically and sexually abused her, and that Depp's denials lack merit because he was often drunk and high to the point of blacking out. On Redirect Monday afternoon, Depp said to explain some of his coarse language. He said that he was often speaking figuratively or making inside jokes with friends, but added, "I'm ashamed that has to be spread around the world like peanut butter." And he again denied that he cut off his own finger during a fight with Heard, even though he told people as much at the time. He now says the finger was severed when Heard threw a vodka bottle at him. "Why would I start lopping off my digits in my 50s, he said, showing his right hand to the jury. "I can't take responsibility for what I now call Little Richard, my chopped finger." The jury has seen dozens of Depp's texts to friends regarding his drinking, drug use, and interactions with his then wife, as well as his notes of contrition to Heard and her father. He called the drug addiction accusations against him grossly embellished, though he acknowledged taking many drugs. Depp says the Post article contributed to an unfairly ruined reputation that made him a Hollywood outcast and cost him his role in the lucrative Pirates of the Caribbean movie franchise. Heard's attorneys say only Depp is to blame for his marred career. Heard's lawyer, J. Benjamin Rottenborn, also focused on another exchange that year between Depp and Bettany, in which Depp wrote, "Let's burn Amber." Paul Bettany responded, "Having thought it through, I don't think we should burn Amber." Depp texted, "Let's drown her before we burn her. I will F her burnt corpse afterwards to make sure she's dead." Depp has previously apologized to the jury for the vulgar language in the text and said, "In the heat of the pain I was feeling, I went to dark places." Rottenborn also showed the jury of one of Depp's texts to Bettany in 2014 in which she referenced whiskey, pills, and cocaine. The texts were sent during a period in which Depp said that he had stopped drinking, and they were sent around the time of a private flight from Boston to Los Angeles, during which Heard had said that Depp became intoxicated and assaulted her. Rottenborn presented texts that Depp sent to Bettany that said that he drank all night before he picked up Amber to fly to LA this past Sunday. Ugly mate, no food for days, powders, half a bottle of whiskey, 1,000 Red Bull and vodkas, pills, 2 bottles of champers on the plane. Depp had previously testified that he took 2 oxycodone pills, an opiate to which he admits he was addicted to at the time, and locked himself in the plane bathroom and fell asleep to avoid her badgering. He also disputes that he was drunk on the flight, saying that he drank only a glass of champagne as he boarded the plane. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.